Why don't we speak next? You know, it's always fraught to know where we go next when it comes to phone calls, but I believe we're going to go to Ollie from Scotland. Ollie, welcome to the program.
Hi, thanks for having me, David.
Pleasure.
Um, it's great to be on. Um, I actually had a couple of questions, but I'll keep it to one just in the interest of time. Um, so the growing debates around, transgender youth, transgender, adolescents is all over social media right now, and even in mainstream American discourse. And I wonder, where do you think it's going? At the very top level, obviously, every Trump rally, he says the infamous line, that no one should be allowed to teach transgender
Yeah.
to our children, which
And it's like, what
obviously,
does that even
you know,
mean?
I know exactly. Like from a grammatical point of view, and then yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. Like most of the stuff he says. But where do you think it's going? In the
Here's my
next
hope, okay?
five
I'm going to
years?
give you, here's my hope of where the anti-trans stuff among the right is going. My hope is that this is a temporary stop on the discrimination and marginalization train. There was a time when the right was obsessed with gay men. They never really were that worked up about lesbians, you might remember, but like when I started doing the show, they were obsessed with gay men. And now they've
Yeah,
mostly moved on from gay men. Now trans is the issue. And specifically, it's what they call, quote, men in women's sports is a heavy part of it. Also, the things they claim are being done with regularity when it comes to children, which are not actually being done. Right now, that's their focus. And it's really tough for the people that are being targeted and marginalized by that. My hope is that eventually they will tire of the subject and move on to something else. The problem is, who's the next target, right? I feel bad for whoever the next target is going to be, but it's been a shift. They've gone from obsession with going after gay men. Now it's the trans stuff. There will be a next thing. I don't know what it will be and when, but I hope they move on soon. Although I also want to protect whoever the next targets are going to be.
yeah, I think that's absolutely right. I mean, I wonder if there's a religious, component to this, in terms of, protect the children, save the children. The
Mm,
left, as they say, the left are attacking our children. They want to sexualize children, which, as we know, it's not happening. They can pick out a couple of people on TikTok or
right.
a couple of, extreme people in a couple of schools in the whole of America, and they say this is what the left is doing. That's what they're doing. But
Part of
it's
it
Joe
is, I want to
Manning's
add one
argument.
item to this, Ollie. Part of it is
Yeah.
they a lot of the anti-trans stuff when it comes to kids ties in to their conspiracy theories about pedophile Democrats and child sex trafficking and that type of thing. So it's
Yeah.
sort of each has signal boosted the other in a really convenient way for these right wingers.
Absolutely. No, that's absolutely right. I wonder where that aspect's going. It's obviously not the biggest issue.
Yep.
It's not the biggest issue for me personally either.
Right.
But, it's just something that I'm interested in.
Hey, Ollie, I have a question for you. The other day, someone told me that when they were in Scotland, they ate something called neeps and tatties. Do you have any idea what that is?
Yeah, so that is a Scottish dish which I don't even like. I mean, if any Scottish person's listening, they'll want to kill me for that. But it's basically potatoes and haggis mixed into one, which
Huh.
sounds, tastes just as appealing as it sounds. It's really not great.
When you say, is it like you mash up the potatoes and mix in the haggis? I don't even get what you do.
I mean, to be honest, I've not had it in such a long time.
Oh,
It's
okay.
mainly, more of an old-fashioned thing.
Got it.
But yeah, I mean, some people would literally get their fork and mash it into this one substance and say that they enjoy it. So yeah,
Wow.
I wouldn't recommend it, David.
All right. Well, listen, if I go to Scotland, I will look for other forms of cuisine.
Definitely.
All right. Thank you for the call. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
All
Speak
right.
soon.
There goes Ollie from Scotland, a very, very powerful message.